Hello everybody, today is Friday the 13th of February. I was just in town and I bought new shoes because my shoes are about 10 years old. Yeah, and the sole has started to just dissolve. And now actually I did think about starting the vlog today with the shoes I ordered online. They came too today, and then I tried them on. They were fine when I was in them. But when I walked, I was slipped towards the front and it smashed my toes. I was very uncomfortable. And they were all plastic all around. And now I got better ones and I can show you. So those are the new shoes. They're very cozy, and it was important that it's not all plastic down here so that they are bendable, because I love those. Again, 10 years old. They're just so comfy. They're like a sock, really. And what happened is that the sole just started to split. Now, before I left for town, I put a double-sided adhesive here, score tape, and tried to stick on the sole. But I've lost it. So after 10 years, it just broke apart. It's not from usage all the time because I'm not out that much. And it's on both sides a bit. So there's holes in there. Yeah. Okay, now I got new shoes. It was 90 bucks, but I still like them so much. They hurt at the beginning. Somewhere one hurt, the other one didn't. But now they are so walked in, so cozy. But those have that potential too. So that's the new one. Reminds me of my friend Rima. That's a typical Rima shoe. I don't like it from the top here, that form. But I like Hicks boots. Hicks from Dragon Riders of Berk. And I really wanted to have a coffee in town, but I didn't dare to get one anywhere. I would have wanted one to go, and then I thought I'd make a good one at home. So I'm having a cup of coffee, and I baked a cake yesterday. So instead of starting to cook my vegetables, I'm having coffee and tea time. Coffee and cake. It's a very German thing. At 4 o'clock we have coffee and cake. Well, I do. Actually, I am Swiss, but somehow I do identify a lot with Germans. It might be because I have German roots. So even my grandmother, she spoke German. She was from the eastern part that was apart from main Germany for a while. And even on my other side, I have German blood. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay. So here's my cake. Okay, I put the old Christmas tree chocolates in there. And my coffee. Also, I need to working on my taxes. I have to do some paperwork stuff. I can actually throw out a lot. I got some here. Oh, I did that. I made that thing. Actually, this goes back in there. So this is the good tape I tried from a shoe from my dad. I also used that tape to put on the Velcro on here. And it got a bit... It fits, but I have to really push it. Also, I can pull it all the way. I can make it fit. Just don't want to do that right now. But I sewed the Velcro on, stuck it on the rest, and I switched it around. So it was here and now it's there. Also put that nicer. They're so straight. I'm fascinated by it. But actually, I prefer this open. So I'm having it like this at the moment. A bit like that. Like that's all right. Okay, but I like it. Got more space, except for my mess. My socks. I wear 3 pairs of socks at once. It's my feet are a bit weird. And over here, more paperwork stuff need to do. I got 10 left to sew on this. They're all there. And then I have 47 to do the next step, and then again 48 to do the last step with the sewing machine, and then all the buttons and stuff. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. What else? I thought about another German lesson. So we need to talk about A, E, I, O, U. The A, E, I, O, and U. So I'm gonna do something about that next, about pronunciation that you need when you're reading. And then I think we need a verb and a few adjectives. So we're gonna do that next. Okay, so I said we need to talk about A, E, I, O, U, because today I just want to get you into the sound of German. I want to have you hear some German and read along. So it is handy to know how things are spoken and the difference to English in the normal pronunciation. Because when you can do that, you can read German even if you don't understand it. So A, E, I, O, U. Those are just one sound. Like A, I have written it down. Like in pizza, A, a very, very clear A. E, like in experiment, E, E. I is like your E actually. E, like in pizza again, but the E this time, pizza. O, like in board, very O. And then I figured O is actually the same as in English, O. And U is not U, but U, like in super or loop, loop with an U. Okay, so those are the Vokal, I think. And then we have some German things, combinations of letters like S, T, which is sometimes st, but quite often it's st. Like Stein, it's a stone, Stein. That is ein Stein. It turns into a sh. Okay. Then we have I, E. This makes the E sound longer. Like in Spiegel, Spiegel, which also brings us to SP, which is maybe sometimes SP, sp. I'm not sure though, but quite often it's sp. It turns into a sh in front of the P as well as in front of the T. And then we have the E, a long E because of the EA, gel. And this means mirror. Okay. Then we have the EI. So that's the opposite of the EA. Also, this is an AE. And the other one was an EA. AE, the way it is like this is already a word. Ein Ei. It turns into a German A sound. And I sounds like I. What your eye. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, that's I. Bit different. Okay. Also the AE turns into a AI. If you spell it German, it sounds more like an AI. Okay, that was the EA and the AE. I don't know. Sh. Sh is a sh. Like with your school, you kind of make it a sk sound. And our Schule, which is the same as school, we say sh, Schule. Okay. Then I think you have that too. Learning. Yeah, same. And the CH is a that's very Swiss. Swiss is very hard. And German, sometimes it's and sometimes it's like after an E, I think it's a soft spoken and after an A, like Bach is a stream, then it's a bit harder. But sechs, die Zahl, the number, sechs, it's the same sound, it's the same written letters, but it's soft. Okay, and now a big difference to English is the R. Also spelled differently. R. You have a R, and we have a R that's built very much in behind. And we did have a student who had a very rolling R. Some have a very rolling R back there, or a R, rolling R in the front. And then when she spoke French, which has the R in the back, it sounded like R. So if you can't do the then it sounds a bit like R. Riemen, ein Riemen. Ein Rad, that's better. Ein Rad, which is a wheel. Rad. So, okay, those are the pronunciations of the words. It's just what came to mind. So, you know, I used to go to teacher school, but I never finished. And I'm just trying to make up lessons, which might be helpful. So I do have some sentences here, which are actually with those sounds. I just Googled it quickly and that's what came out. And I just want to read it to you and let you hear the sound of German. It's not about knowing all the words, it's just about hearing it and getting into it. A little note before that starts. It's also, I'm giving you a chance to speak along too, but I do it way too quickly. So I get a bit slower by the fourth sentence, but I think it's too quick and I need to find my groove, whatever. What's it called? My move. So just keep in mind, it might be way too quick. Don't despair. I'm gonna get slower. And then we can also see which are the letters we just did. Okay, I'm just gonna read it once, the first sentence, and you can read along. Die kleine Steffi liest viele Geschichten bei Kerzenschein. Die kleine Steffi liest viele Geschichten bei Kerzenschein. That means little Steffi reads a lot of stories in candlelight or with candlelight. I don't know how it's correctly in English. And what we just had is the EI, also actually the IE, which is a D, makes it a bit longer. Die kleine Steffi. Kleine is EI turned into AI. Die kleine Steffi liest, again the long I. Viele, again the long I. Geschichten, we have the sh and the soft by Kerzenschein. And here we also have an R, which is in the back, and another sh, and EI, which is a AI. So, die kleine Steffi liest viele Geschichten bei Kerzenschein. Maybe you want to read it? I don't know if that works, but die kleine Steffi liest viele Geschichten bei Kerzenschein. Okay, now we do the next one. We can look at it first if you want to. Here we have an EI, an IE, an ST. Frisst. Here's also an ST, but it's a bit different. SCH. And again, ST. Okay, so maybe you want to guess first. I don't know if that's helpful. So, der weiße Stier frisst das frische Steppengras. Der weiße Stier frisst das frische Steppengras. Yeah, the EI turned into AI, st, mit SCH. SCH is SCH, SCH. Frisst, here we have a double S and that goes together. So here you don't have a frisst, but a frisst. das frische Steppengras. Okay, now together. Der weiße Stier frisst das frische Steppengras. I do it a bit quicker. Der weiße Stier frisst das frische Steppengras. Der weiße Stier frisst das frische Steppengras. And that means the white bull eats fresh prairie grass. So this is the white bull eats the fresh prairie grass. And as you can see, grass, just a spelling difference. Okay, 2 more sentences and then we stop this lesson for today. We have a longer E, A-I, I-E, A-I, but which is soft. Okay. Siehst du den weiten, tiefen Teich? Siehst du den weiten, tiefen Teich? So that's a very soft. This is a question, so we go up with a sentence at the end. Siehst du den weiten, tiefen Teich? Do you see the wide, deep pond? And we have a different sentence structure, but we don't go into grammar like that. We just try to do it like this. So maybe together. Siehst du den weiten, tiefen Teich? Siehst du den weiten, tiefen Teich? And now I do it one more time quick and one more time like speaking. Siehst du den weiten, tiefen Teich? And now normal. Siehst du den weiten, tiefen Teich? So it's not that staccato when I tried to pronounce it well. That's why it might be a bit weird. Okay, and the last one. Lots of EI, EI, IE, another ST, another ST. Oh, we got to the other thingy. Ha. Mein kleiner Bruder stiehlt die meisten Kekse. So we always had the ST going into st, but here it stays an ST. So, mein kleiner Bruder stiehlt die meisten Kekse. And now together. Mein kleiner Bruder stiehlt die meisten Kekse. Mein kleiner Bruder stiehlt die meisten Kekse. Mein kleiner Bruder stiehlt die meisten Kekse. That means my little brother steals the most cookies. That actually worked out word by word. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And I think that is enough for today. The next time we really go into the first verb and some adjectives. Like I want to be able to say how old I am. I am such and such years old. We did the numbers the last time. Maybe we repeat that. And maybe you can see the stuff we just did. So we have eins. Eins. So this turned into a AI. Eins. Zwei. With a TS. Zwei. Drei is a lot of AEs into AIs. Then we have the vier, which is a longer IE. Vier. Fünf. Fünf. Sechs. With a soft CH. Sechs. Sieben. With a long IE. Sieben. Acht, on the other hand, has the harder CH. CH. Acht. Neun. That is actually also a combination that happens a lot. It turns into oi. Neun. Neun und 10. 10. Yeah, age makes stuff longer. Okay, so that was repetition 1 to 10. Maybe next time we go higher again. And now I wonder if anybody could remember 1 to 10. So if you wouldn't mind writing that down there, that would be great. So, well, I hope you like this because I do have a ton of more words. Next time I want to again do like I am happy and you are happy and the years old and stuff, something like that. And also we go into family, like brother, sister, daughter, mother. And then later on I have also prepared the weekdays, months, a year, then a flat, apartment, what you have in there with the living room and all the things. So we kind of go from here to a bit further. And yeah, well, I hope you learned something. I hope you like it. And I would love to go on with that. So thank you for watching. And it's still going on. So it is Sunday evening. It's the 14th, Valentine's Day, which I always thought should be on a Tuesday because it says Valentinstag and Dienstag is Tuesday. So I always thought Valentine's Day is on a Tuesday, but it's not. Today is Sunday. It's not, it's Saturday. So we have switched plans. The plan was to go ice skating on Monday. And now it's raining all the time, but tomorrow should be a window that is a bit better with the weather. So we're going tomorrow afternoon, so Sunday afternoon. And I put on my skates. And I have mentioned they're 30 years old. So they did have cushions in there, which were already hard back then. They're even harder now. And I took them off again because I'm pretty sure I get a blister very quickly. But I want to go tomorrow. So not starting with a blister, but ending with a blister tomorrow. But I figured maybe I can stretch it out a bit. So I have put 2 coffee glasses in here to just make it a bit wider. And just leave it there. Also I have another schuhbändel. I don't know the word for bändel. But shoe and shoe, same, just spelled differently in German. 2, bind it a bit on top, so it holds better. Yeah, and then I thought, I researched it a bit for new skates. I never had cozy skates because nowadays they make way nicer ones that are comfy. And then I saw they're all now half price because it's the end of the season. And then I saw one with green, and green is my favorite color, so I just ordered one. And maybe it comes in time and then I can go one last time before the ice rink closes. And then I would like to go a bit more next year. Well, let's see how it goes. But yeah, maybe I should have tried them on sooner. I'm gonna go with my old skates tomorrow. And then I throw them out. Well, actually, I did hurt my foot when I went into the skates. My left foot made a little because I had to push so hard, and now I have a sore spot. So here's my foot. There's the knödli. So around here, there was a little. And the smart thing would now be to not go tomorrow. But I've already switched the date and stuffs and so on, and I don't want to drive my parents mad with switching our date. But this is usually how it goes with me. I say I would like to do that and then I can't. I have to cancel and then try again and cancel. Yeah, I don't like doing that. Some people know that. My little sister is very fine with it. But I don't like that when it happens all the time. And it happens every time I have a plan. So I'm still going. And I did not think that I would get hurt just by putting on those shoes. So I just hope the injury is not going to be too bad. I mean, it's nothing broken or something. It's maybe a bit sprained. It's fine. I can walk. It's just when I sit, it hurts a bit. It feels a tad swollen. Yeah, so. And it's 1 in the morning, 1:15. I'm going to have another tea, I think. And I sleep at 3, 4 for a long time already. But I can sleep in. So for that, it is good for me that we have our appointment in the afternoon. I notice my English is getting worse. because I'm watching a lot of German and I think about German things I want to teach and words and stuffs, and I'm thoroughly confused by now with pronouns and everything. I don't know, like even in English too, when is it your and when is it yours, and what is the difference really? I mean, your house, the house of yours, I don't know. Yeah, so that's why we don't go that much in the grammar. But I would really love if we could have a little conversation in German, or if I could just have things in German and you would notice it. That would be so cool. Also, I have an old children's book that is over here. Also, I have two old. Kasimir und das Ungeheuer. Kasimir, that's the name, und das Ungeheuer and the monster. And Kasimir und die Riesen-Erdbeere. Kasimir and the giant strawberry. And he's just so cute. So we had those and the text. But I think it's not too much text. So it is possible that we can read this and learn the words and so on. Yeah, okay. And I have other children's books and I really want to work towards that. And children's books are a great way to learn another language. So it is Sunday. It's 1:15 and I'm getting ready for my ice skating adventure. I did sleep at 5:30 in the morning, so I'm quite kaput. But I'm still gonna do it because I want to do it, and otherwise it doesn't happen. So I'm putting on more clothes. I have a Nierenwärmer, kidney warmer. I'm putting on a second pair of pants over mine because I can layer them. Because I want to be a bit more cushioned in case I fall. And then I have my socks. I got riding socks which go high up. And I'm trying those and those. And then I also take those. And so I always need a lot of socks. But now I just need to put on more pants and my Nierenwärmer, kidney warmer, switch my socks, pack my stuffs, brush my teeth, and then I can go. So I got a lot of layers. I've got this layer and then I got an under layer. And those are 2 more layers. And now this goes over, I think. I had a dream that somebody told me I should not wear those pants all the time because I'm too fat or something. And I was very outraged because I think I'm covering well. I cover my butt and stuff, so should be fine. Okay. So, see you later. Okay. Mute. Oh my. I thought there would be no people. There might be people. People. Swim bath. Oh dear. Adorable. And I hope they get a parking spot. My parents. There is background music all over and that is copyrighted, so I have to do 10 seconds and then I have to stop the original recording. And yeah, that's just how it's gonna be. Darf ich dir da noch einen Sack geben? Das ist der Rest von meiner Kamera.
Mit dem kann man filmen?
Ja, da. And here I am instructing my dad a bit because I want him to film. I gave him the iPhone and also I gave him the base of my Insta360. And then he was a bit confused what he had to do with it. And now you see, we picked this day because it was not raining and otherwise it's raining every day. So you see a lovely blue sky there behind the clouds. But yeah, at least it was dry. It was nice and cold. I like it cold, so it was lovely.
Ja, dann tun wir einfach starten.
So here we go. I always need the banister to get on the ice. This lady was a bit in the way there, but I just went there anyway. And then I'm very, very careful, and I think, oh, that's not going to be good. Also have my point of view here, where that's the same scene again, where I go onto the ice and very, very slowly start it. Also have a hand on the banister.
Oh my.
Then those were my sounds that I made. I didn't know.
Bremsen.
And here I'm trying to stop. You need to test that. That's one of the hardest things, to stop. And also, you see, I'm very close to the banister. I just am right next to it. That is at the beginning. And by the end, I was able to go a bit freer in the middle of the field. But I was very, very scared this first round. I took it very, very slow. Also could not have gone any faster. And then it will get better with time. And I'm very happy how it turned out.
Geht schon ein bisschen besser? Ist doch cool. Magst du doch mal einfach eine ganze Runde noch, wenn andere drauf sind? Ich schaue, dass ich...
And here I instructed my videographer again how he should do it, because I told him first that he shouldn't film other people, and here I'm asking him if he could just do a whole round, take a whole lap anyway. And then he says he wasn't sure if he pushed the button before. Not sure if it's
Jetzt am
on
Laufen?
it. It's here.
Ah, musst du den einmal drücken. Da.
Ja, so, ich weiß nicht, ob es gelaufen ist.
And he's just adorable. That's why he's on here. This is now my second or third round. I don't know. I'm not counting, but you can see the first round I was right next to that banister on the side, and now I can go a bit more in the middle. But you really have to check out for people left, right, and center, in the front. Also, when you start to go quicker, you need to see if somebody's from the back, when you take over somebody or something. So it's not that easy.
Ja?
Ich habe dich noch gesehen.
Hast du wieder... Geht immer besser, du. Es kommt zurück.
Super. Ist
Am Anfang ist es immer schrecklich.
Well, it's a pity that I have to do it this way and always cut them off, because I would like to have them on here too, but I'm really not sure with that copyright. So I'm just saying it's going better all the time, and it's very cool. And also Mom checked out the restaurant in the meantime, so she is telling me how it looks there. So we could sit in there or also outside. That is what's happening here. And then I announced that I go for another round. I have about 4, so you should know that is 4. Got about 4 rounds here, and see, it goes better and better. And then here I actually tried to speed up a bit, and I'm very happy that he has it on it. And there I'm in the back, coming back from my round. Also, by the end, I got a bit to try out in the curve. You can go with one foot before the other, so cross it. And braking is always a hard part. Very happy that worked. Yeah, and here Mom thought it looked very elegant. And then I said, yeah, I don't move too much or I would fall over. And another round, and here it is where I tried to übersetzen. It's like translating. Übersetzen means translating in English, and when you go with one foot in front of the other in the curve. And then I announce I'm doing one last lap, and then I'm done. So last round. And you can really see a difference in the speed, and I'm not next to the banister anymore, but I've mentioned that before. And it's really, I was so happy that it all came back, and it's very cool. So I'm gonna go again. I have one more entry for another time this year, and then we'll see about next year how that goes.
Schon wieder da.
Es gewaltig.
Jetzt bin ich fertig.
Ja.
So, story time. We used to have, here's the where you change your stuffs, your skates, and we used to have a door here. I don't know why I did that. Here's the ice rink. The ice rink is here, and it has an opening there, and then it goes around the corner. We used to have a door here and a door here to go into the house to change. And now, I mean, this is just when you come off the ice, you go straight ahead, you get into that door and you get to the garderobe. But now the door is here. There's no door here, as there are doors there. And I went off the ice straight ahead, and there's where they have the rent shoes and the lady from the Kasse, because here's the entry. And she was not happy that I opened this door. But 30 years ago, you came off the ice, went into the door, and you went in there and changed stuffs, and you got out here like that. And now both of those doors are not, but there's one in the middle, and there was no door in the middle before. So that's the story. Ata.
Es ist so ein feiner Gedanke.
Es ist ganz ein toller. Ja.
Ganz nett.
Ganz nett und lieb und aufmerksam. Und wenn er will, davon noch ein drittes Schöckeli.
Dankeschön.
Ja. Coffee. And now we're going back outside. Again, I would like to film more, but I'm not entirely allowed to. You heard it a lot. I'm still kind of doing it, and then I say that. So here you get out of the restaurant, you could go back on the ice. On the right there used to be a vending machine, and now this door is the one on the right on my drawing. So I used to go in and out of there. The door, the automatic door there in the middle was not, and all that floor we're walking on used to be normal concrete. Now you can go with the skates on it, but we only had those wooden planks on the left. And again, there was no door here. And I was surprised that the other door didn't open automatically, because I thought, yeah, it opened automatically when we went out. Yeah, so I was at the wrong door. The door led to, in front there's the rental service for ice skates. There's many people getting ice skates. I think it's about $7 to get them. You can also give yours and let them be sharpened there, yeah, right there. And that's where I looked into that Häuschen. And now we're getting out, and it's a bit hard with that thingy. And my mom nearly didn't get out. They are not easy. And then I will show you another quick glance. I mean, they're unsharp enough, those other people. I just wanted to show you the whole rink again. You can see it there, and if you have an abonnement, you can go in here directly with a QR code. And also there's another part where you can look into. On Friday nights or Saturday nights, they have ice disco. It's very cool. We used to go there all the time, Tanya and me. We actually went a lot ice skating. And those Strandkörbe, those are very cool. And that is the ice skating thing. And now I'm going back home. This is about where I stopped filming when I went there. Straight ahead you see the ice park, where you can go swimming. There's an inside swimming thing, also outside in summer. To the right there's also a fitness center, a gym. And over the street there's another gym from the school. And we did have a concert there with the Aaaand I choir when I was participating as a juvenile with 16 to 20 or something. This is the swim bath. And now I'm going back home.
My way back home, I just missed a bus, and then I was stupid. I thought I'd go to the next stop, because all the buses go there, the 3, the 4 and the 7. And then I thought, because I didn't want to check, and I've already seen the 4 go by. Now there's the 3, so I'm taking the next, which is in about 15 minutes. But I could have catched that one that's there right now, because the stop would have been very close. Yeah, well, I didn't want to hang on my phone. Okay, so it was very good. I'm very surprised he came back. I know every time I go onto the ice, it's very wobbly. And this time I really thought, oh no. I mean, it has been 20 years or something. And I thought it wouldn't come back, but by the second round it got better, and it got better every round. It's very cool. And then by the 7th round, I was already kaput. But then we had a lovely coffee, and now I'm on my way back home, and my shoes were comfy. That really worked with a coffee container. And now I wonder if I should cancel my order of the other skates, because these still work. But I would also like to have a cozy shoes. So. It is now 6 p.m. I did take a shower, half a shower. I did not wash my hair just to warm up again, because my body cannot do that by itself. And now I'm having dinner. That is here. I have a salad with salad dressing and a lot of garlic, Brussels sprouts and mashed potatoes. That's from yesterday. And my kitchen is like this. It's not even that much, but it's already too much to clean up because I did an excursion today. So the rest is it's just getting cluttered and stuff. So I need to clean up a bit. And I don't do that. And now I do. Thank you very, very much for watching, and see you in the next one.